I adore you every bit. How beautiful is your face, as gorgeous as the sun appearing on a cloudy day, your radiant eyes shining as two golden stars glittering in space, your mouth full, succulent, tasting of freshly picked strawberries, your nose a cute baby button, small and sweet, your creamy skin smooth as fresh poured milk. I adore you every bit. I adore you every bit. Oh, your long flowing locks, shimmering multi-tonal, veil of silken threads, your dullest tones, a voice of an angel, singing heavenly hymns, long fingers straight and true, your front and your back, Jesus, nothing wrong with that. I adore you every bit. I adore you every bit.
A summer tale. We walked in the sunshine, laughed, and found an excuse to brush our hands together, talking about nothing much, yet sharing the depth of the moment as people do when they're in love. Now we walk beneath clouds. There is little laughter. A dark shadow hangs between us. Cold as a corpse. I tried to give you the world, but you rejected me. This is not enough. It never is.
Birds. That is the tree full of singing birds that like to hop, perch and chirp, all together and at once, though not in unison, to sing the song that birds still sing, with birds in autumn to gather, to sing with birds to sing, not in unison, though at once and all together, to chirp, perch and hop like that, on that tree still full of singing birds.
Bonnie and Jack. My current feline team are a tabby and a black. They answer to wee Bonnie and the bouncy Captain Jack. They race around and rule the house and on occasion fetch in a mouse. Bonnie, she goes out at night and she has the occasional fight. Jack sometimes stays in the house, lying beside the hearth playing with his mouse. If in, he wakens me by patting me on the jaw. If not, he's playing with his maw. Or if I don't make a move, he'll stick me with his claws. I swear my pair, they ken the time, especially when it's time to dine, whether it be tuna or biscuit, or if I'm on my computer, he dances across the key, or he'll try to knock it off my knees, he pauses films and mutes my music.
Cheeky Sophie. The poor thing was in a box when we first saw her. There were scratches, bare patches and scales. The poor little thing. She was still beautiful though, a scruffy pooch and ginger. Very skittish, shy. The reason why? The pet shop boy put her in with an over-enthusiastic boar.
Doctor Who's a woman now. Doctor Who's a woman now? Well, what can I say? How can this happen to a shape-shifting alien for the planet of Gallifrey? And everybody's asking, is your universe going to be safe out there? As she rummages through her vast wardrobes looking for something to wear. And what about the Cybermen? Will she still hate their metallic guts? Will she disassemble them bolt by bolt or just kick them in the nuts? Doctor Who's a woman now. So once a month will she be really crabbit? Will she dispense with the sonic screwdriver and have a sonic rampant rabbit? Maybe she'll defeat the Daleks by just ignoring them into submission. Take Davros to Boots the chemist to get something for his bad skin condition. Will she be able to part the TARDIS or paint the damn thing pink? polish off a couple of bottles of wine and say, having no too much to drink. Doctor Who's a woman now. Will we have to live in fear? She might be too busy buying cushions and throws from eBay or IKEA. On the other hand, she might show us the place that men forgot. Yes, that magical, mystical, mysterious, mythological place known as the G-Spot. And when number 13's time is up, things will only be so strange. Instead of regeneration, we'll just say, she's going through the change.
Attack of the Killer Kitties. They see you, you don't see them. Lurking round the armchair bend. Under tables, behind the door. Sneaking along the skirting boards. Out come paws, out comes the claws. Leaping ninja style. From above or below. Attack of the Killer Kitties. Hear them roar.
Childhood. Childhood is a fleeting thing. No one knows what it will bring. Maybe sunshine, maybe rain. There it is and gone again. Time to run, time to play. Where will it end? Who can say? Summer sun, summer rain. Childhood days filled with pain. When will it end? Who can say? When will this hurt go away?
Past and present, from hidden city. What is this life so full of care, if you don't have time to stand and stare? I don't know the poet who wrote this rhyme, but he had a sense of place and time. Never mind our Mr. Harry Lauder, with his words about the Scottish soldier, his long kilt and crooked walking stick. That view of Scotland makes me sick. Scotland is a place of places, people walking with their faces turned away from what they see all the time, familiarity. But I am a tourist, I am naive, passing through these places, and I believe in looking up, craning my neck, bones a-creaking, just a speck of humanity, taking it all in. I can see a world of people who lived in these spaces, none now alive, but I feel the traces of them as I look around, while in these buildings abound computers and copiers and board office workers. Where once children with muddy shoes clattered upstairs, where men drank booze and wives had no time to be dreamy as they spent their time feeding the wains or slaving away in the steamy, their lives may seem narrow somehow. No TV, computers, no internet, struggling to survive in the pittance you'd get from a 6-pence admittance as a flea pit usher while your man searched for work. So I walk around, and soon it seems sepia prints that people my dreams come alive, and the past is living here and now. But we all exist there, anyhow.
Doctors. I've lost track of all the doctors I've ever seen. Names like Murphy, Auld, Foster and Green. I must have seen them all since I was a teen. Murphy, he was quite a looker. It was him that sorted my verruca. A neighbour boy, he went to Foster 'cause he was feeling blue. The old doc diagnosed him with a bad dose of the flu. The old wife went to Dr. Green, the biggest Indian you've ever seen. He could soothe the most powerful Wayne by showing him his wee toy train. Then along comes Dr. Auld. His laugh was warm, but his horns were cold. He was your doctor till he was old.
She was a member of the SDL, had a swastika tattoo that she hid well. For the Orange Band she played the flute, looked kinda sexy in a sash and suit. I met her one day on the Esplanade, drunk out of her mind, singing Penny Arcade. My fascist girlfriend, not politically correct. My fascist girlfriend, lacking in respect. My fascist girlfriend had me jumping through hoops. My fascist girlfriend hated minority groups. She invited me for a romantic walk. I found it hard to hear and harder to talk. Really wish she'd told me before we would be joined by 2,000 more. I never realised when we began to court that usually we'd have a police escort. My fascist girlfriend, not politically correct. My fascist girlfriend, lacking in respect. My fascist girlfriend had me jumping through hoops. My fascist girlfriend hid minority groups. While she cooked me chili prawn linguine, I played with her cats, Farage and Mussolini. She left one night, saying I was just a sleaze. She had found all my Billy Bragg CDs. Now when I hear those drums a beating, I think of our love that was so fleeting. My fascist girlfriend, not politically correct. My fascist girlfriend, lacking in respect. My fascist girlfriend, now she's gone away. My fascist girlfriend joined the KKK.
Council business. We're in a meeting on this day in this place, subject to the political, economic and social conditions prevailing during this, our initial meeting. I propose that we prepare an agenda, setting forth items for discussion at subsequent meetings, should we indeed mutually agree that such events might be A. useful, B. necessary, C. expedient, D. desirable. We really need a meeting. Opportunities should not be missed to order up the finger buffet. Aye, let's drink to that.
Food. I love chips and peas, toasted cheese, pie and peas, horseradish sauce on my beef burger please, cream teas, cottage cheese, apple pie, rhubarb crumble. Now my stomach starts to rumble. My conscience is a jumble of spaghetti bolognese, ravioli, calzone with chicken stew, oxtail soup, beef dripping, strawberry jam, lemon curd. Tell me if you've ever heard of Marmite soldiers, scrambled egg, tomato sauce, chicken wings. Alex Frew starts to sing, see me, I'm shy of coconuts, apricots, lamb shank, ice cream wafers, pots of coffee, cream or tea, banana yoghurts. That's me.
Walkies. Ears go up, heads go up, tails wag back and forth. Leash goes on, heading out the door, down the road, to the park. Walkies we should go, walkies we shall go, walkies we shall go.
The cyclist. I've been cycling this road so long, my legs are big and strong. I know every crack and pothole and short lees. Where caution's the name of the game. All the drivers are totally insane, and braking hard is what you always have to do. I'm a cycling cowboy who fell off in his arse, skidding at a roundabout. I'm a cycling cowboy. For some reason the van drivers and motorists shout when I'm out in the pouring rain. They think I must be insane. I'm cycling all round this town, with the rain always teeming down, mud splashing up my legs and onto my backside. Pedestrians, they see me ride, they all run and hide. No wonder when my brakes are totally gone now. I'm a cycling cowboy who fell off in his arse skidding at a roundabout. I'm a cycling cowboy. For some reason all the van drivers and motorists shout when I'm out in the pouring rain. They think I must be insane.
A fruity lament. Life was a peach when I had you. You were the apple of my eye. I was plumb out of luck the day you said goodbye. I tried to call you on your BlackBerry. The Orange network, it was down. I was the most melancholy boy in town. I felt such a gooseberry when I saw you and your current boyfriend. That bowl of cherries was at an end. You took the Bananarama CDs, Kid Creole and the coconuts, and orange juice too. But why, oh why, did you take the pineapple? What is wrong with you?
The pillow. You were all dressed in red and you walked like a star. You told me I was beautiful and so was my car. You wrote me a poem. You said it was a sonnet. And you gave me a pillow with your picture on it. You threw all my selfies in the wastepaper basket. You used up my aloe vera toiletries casket. I was off my medication, but I had to go back on it. How I cried on that pillow with your picture on it. You wouldn't let me listen to Coldplay or Travis. You threw away my favourite pink Winceyette pyjamas. They weren't that sexy, but you shouldn't have done it. But I clung to the pillow with your picture on it. Then you ate all the Weetabix, leaving just the packet, and ran off with my laptop and my leather jacket, after drinking all my gin and low-calorie tonic. How I cried on the pillow with your picture on it. Now I have forgotten what made you so attractive. I'll never fall in love again. It's far too interactive. I've bought myself a laptop and a new leather jacket and set fire to the pillow with your picture on it.
Hooves. There's a thundering of hooves across the open fields. There's a neighing so loud, heard all the way up to the clouds. There's a herd of mighty equines cantering around, clip clop, steady walking sound.
Derry. My favourite horse wasn't a horse, it was a donkey. Slow and steady, always ready. He'd pull my granddad's cart down the road to collect a great big load of hay. Day after day he'd be in the field, or he'd just stand by the gate, just in case he wanted to stroke him, or pat him, or sit on his back. There was no danger of him running off. His coat was so dusty he'd give you a cough.
Tanya, right from the start you went all out to winning my heart, till the very last day when we had to part. Every morning my face you'd snuggle, patting my cheek with your long muzzle. Breakfast over, it was down to the park, and with your doggy pals you'd have a lark. When you heard the theme of the next generation, when I went out, the couch was where you took your station. When I was out all day, it was my neighbour Rose that you would stay, and with your feline pals you'd play. I suppose your Auntie Rose you loved the most, 'cause after your walk, she'd give you a little scrambled egg on toast. You went sponsored walks, you even went to camp. Everybody who ever met you thought you were a scamp. You even went down the street and were petted by people you'd meet. Even now there's people who meet me in the street and speak highly of you yet.
Furious cycling, the worst day of my life. I was on my bicycle, heading out to Troon. This was a big mistake I found out far too soon. I was on the back road leading to Gatehead, when there was an incident that nearly left me dead. Those cars are unpredictable, those drivers, they are shite. I think I've had the worst day of my life. Inside my head, just like a movie, it unreels. I left some skid marks, and I don't mean with my wheels. My shins were black and blue. I left some skin as I bounced across the road. I'm glad that I'm not thin. Those cars are unpredictable, those drivers, they are shite. I think I've had the worst day of my life. Oh yes, those cars are unpredictable. Those drivers, they are shite. I think I've had the worst day of my life.
Stuff. No one should compete for the spaces and corners and places where old boxes and stacks of stocks in crates and cases are all gathered together and never ever thrown away. That stuff there is all mine and I'm keeping it. It might come in handy. It's not rubbish, it's my stuff. It's all good stuff and you never know when I might need it. I still need that stuff. Don't touch my stuff. It's mine. I'm standing guard over my stuff in case you move it. I'm building a barricade of stuff in front of my stuff. I wish to differentiate my stuff from your stuff. My stuff is of superior quality and ultimately destined to be of more use and value than any of the rubbish in that other pile. That's not my stuff. That's rubbish. Get rid of all that clutter and make room for my stuff.
Was it as high as tabard? Is that what caught your eye? His dirty ripped jeans that exposed a tattooed thigh? The way he held his shovel while he munched a sausage roll? Was it how he could drill or how he filled a hole? You left me for the man who works the road. You left me for the man who works the road. It's like you got a dumper truck and shed a big load to bury your love forever. Was it his hard hat? Well, the way he kept it clean? How he wolf whistled or how he could be so obscene? Was it how he carefully chose his choice of old football tops? The way he made rude gestures when you were going to the shops? You left me for the man who works the road. You left me for the man who works the road. After all I've done for you, you ripped out my heart and you flushed it down a Portaloo. Now you're both living in a house near St James's Park. Does he let you wear his tabard so he can find you in the dark? Does he kiss you from head to toe by that warning light glow? Does he surround you with traffic cones before going to work in your erogenous zones? You left me for the man that works the road. You left me for the man that works the road. And every time I see a sign saying, man working at rear, I think of you, I shed a tear.
What is love? What is love? When does it appear? You know you're in love when someone is dear. Love is holding hands, walking in the sand, with the wind in your hair. The look in your eyes is no surprise. Saying, no, you're just made for me. What's he going to cook for tea? Will it be specially just for me? Shall I just wait and see? When I first met you, it would be stew. Stew on this, stew on that. Now we've been on as one for too long. The stew's gone. Now we do marmalade with marmalade. No more Rolling Stones or jam. The Kinks or Steely Dan. Burnt omelette in the frying pan. If I could find a way, it would be a blockbuster. As they say, it's a long, long road that leads us to the rivers of Babylon, where 99 red balloons go by.
Run for the sun. Run for the sun, your nightmare's just begun. Run for the sun, you're not the only one. Run for the sun. Sun-setting night creatures, creeping, crawling horror features, strange howl, something's out there. Non-believer, sanitized deceiver. Be afraid, they're out to get you. Better run. Run for the sun, there's no black and white. Run for the sun, better out of sight. Run for the sun. Black-hearted, cold features, dead eyes stare through you. Blood-drenched, taloned fingers. Deathly cries echoing madly in your head, still screaming. Run for the sun, the night's almost done. Run for the sun, look what you have become. Run for the sun. Run for the sun, keep running. You've got to run. Run. You must run. Run for the sun. Run for the sun, dawn creaking the heavens wide. Run for the sun, you've escaped with your life. Run for the sun.
Tea at Gary's. How carefully closed you keep yourself, and how bleach pale is your neat abode. Lacking funds, you toast Monday's loaf through till Sunday, garnished a la mode. Boiled eggs, baked beans, tinned sardines, peanut butter, marmalade, margarine. When the teapot appears and toast scents the air, I'm warmly embraced by the way that you share, so thinly sliced and finely spread each slice. Never has tea time seemed so nice. How carefully closed you keep yourself, and how bleach pale is your neat abode.
The Common. 33 years he walked at land and moor. Then the signs went up. Forbidden, keep out, or there will be trouble in store. Men with clubs and uniforms now patrol the grounds, calling the police and arresting kids and other intruders each day. Fence posts are up, blocking off the verdant common fields, with more signs to show the new owner never yields. The man is now a trespasser, where he walked in summer days with his dog and watched as the glorious sun sent the horizon ablaze. The dog running before him, lolling, tongue lathered in pink. This was part of their world, never to end, you would think. Winter time made this ground hard, frozen, unyielding, and then startness of black trunks against white snow made him wonder again. Will he be forbidden forever? His heart cannot understand. 33 years cannot be dismissed by a simple transfer of land.
Dr. Crippen, Dr. Crippen, Dr. Crippen, what did you do? You filled your little wifey with pudding through and through. You seemed quite good at planning, you sadistic fella. You took poor old Cora and you put her in the cellar. You had yourself a motive for doing what you did. You had yourself a lover, whom from your wife you hid. Compared to you, old Crippen, I really do believe she was a naive youngster, Miss Ethel Lee Neve. Your wife, she vanished after a party at home. You said she wanted to go to the States and roam. Miss Ethel moved in almost straight away, and you parted for more than many a day. The police were suspicious of a vanishing wife, so they searched your house, you ran for your life. Taking Ethel with you, disguised as a boy, they say. You boarded the SS Montrose for the good old USA. The SS Laurentic of the White Star Line chased you across the ocean, making good time. You disembarked and were arrested, matey, not so mighty, and both were bound over and taken back to Blighty. You see down there in the cellar for all that time, bits of your wife were lying in quick lime. The bits were not dissolving as you thought they would. You were a doctor, but your chemistry was not good. Sir Bernard Spilsbury was the very man. He identified the parts as female, as a pathologist can. It took the jury 27 minutes boding you ill. John Ellis hanged you in Pentonville. Oh, Dr. Crippen, what did you do? You were a nasty character through and through. Why did you not get a divorce? It costs a bit of money, but hanging is worse.
Mystery lassie. I saw her seemingly float past Tiki Max, looking so resplendent in her thick black slacks. A lass so pure, so bonny and unfair. I could scarcely believe I was walking through air. Auburn hair with more than a hint of iridescence. I was nearly knocking off my feet with her presence. A red scarf wrapped round her milky white thrapple. Such a heavenly figure when you see in a chapel. Cheekbones like I tell you I've never seen, looking as if she was strapped out of one of they fashion magazines. Oh, she moved it with such elegance and such style. I caught her in and she glanced me a smile. Well, my heart was now beating 20 to the dozen. Then she said, "Ho, Robert, remember me, I'm your cousin."
This is madness. It's madness. Screaming at the long night, trying to get your fight back. Breaking all the windows, bringing all the house down. It's madness. Running down the street now, shaking it all about now. You're out of control, boy, losing your cool, boy. It's madness. It's madness. It's madness. Lost in your insanity. It's sheer bloody madness. It's madness. The shotgun's loud in your ears, blasting at the night sky. People hide all their fears, knowing why you're here. It's madness. Police sirens on the horizon, ambulances drawing near. Marksmen on the rooftop lay the shotgun down. It's madness. It's madness. It's madness. Lost in your insanity. It's sheer bloody madness. For it's madness. Lost in your insanity. It's sheer bloody madness. It's madness. They took their cold aim. You danced round and round. Lost in your madness. They shot you down. It's madness.